Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Adia Shani, and if this is your first time here, thank you for joining, and if not, welcome back. So today I have a fragrance haul. I picked up 6 fragrances from Maison Lancome during their 25% off sale. 6 of these are blind buys, so I'll be letting you know the fragrance notes, what they smell like to me, and whether I needed them or not. So if that is something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. So the first fragrance that I am going to talk about is Jasmine's Marzipan. Now this is a sweet woody jasmine that is so beautiful. It is warm, it is feminine, it is not an overpowering jasmine. I really love this fragrance. Now if you are a person who already has a fragrance that is, you know, mostly just jasmine in your collection, you do not need this one. I'm happy I did pick this one up because I don't have a nice sweet jasmine in my collection, but I'm also happy I got the 1 ounce bottle. Now this one has, I believe this is the 1 ounce, might be 1.7, hold on, it's the 1 ounce. Okay, this one has notes of jasmine, of course. Has almond wood, it has cashmere, it has bourbon vanilla, has sandalwood and musk in here. And I really adore this fragrance. It smells really good. Did I need it in my collection? I wouldn't say that I needed it because I mean, I can't see myself wearing this because I do adore jasmine, heavy jasmine fragrances, and this one is absolutely gorgeous because it's sweet and it's warm, but I could have did without it, okay? But it's beautiful fragrance, and I'm going to keep it in my collection because I love it. And when I would wear this, I believe this is a scent that you can wear year round. I would probably have to be in the mood for a sweet jasmine fragrance on that day to actually say, hey, I'm gonna wear this one, or I'm just gonna say like, hey, let me go ahead and wear this fragrance. But other than that, it's a beautiful fragrance. I can't say anything bad about it, and it was a blind buy, but yeah, Jasmine Marzipan. All right, so next I have figues&agrumes, or agrumes. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, this one is a fruity floral. Oh, it's nice. Okay, first off, my first impressions of this fragrance was kind of, my hair is just. But anyway, my first impressions of this fragrance was not what I expected. I was expecting to get like a punch of fig. I was just expecting like a real strong figs along with some woody notes. That's what I was thinking. But what I got was some citrus notes in the beginning. Then I got like this milky fig, sweet milky fig notes, followed along with jasmine. And the jasmine is pronounced in this fragrance. All right. And it's very easy to pick it out, but I've grown to actually like this fragrance a lot because when I initially sprayed it on my skin, I was just like, no, this is not what I was expecting. I was like, I wonder who would want this one. Should I sell it? Should I give it away? What am I gonna do with it? Because it just wasn't what I was expecting. Now, as I wore it on my skin, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is really nice. Because the fig in here, I started to really get that it was really the meat of the fig. It wasn't like the leaves or the stem of the fig, because those would, from the stems and the leaves of the fig, you really get that strong fig note, but it was more of the actual fruit, not the skin of the fruit, but the actual fruit, the meat of the fruit that you could smell, and it was very sweet, along with the, if you break the leaf or the stem off of a fig or a fig tree, you will see the milk inside of it, and that is what I get. And the jasmine makes it sweet along with those citrus notes. This is a beautiful fragrance. I am actually in love with it now. But anyway, the notes in here are mandarin essence, it has black currant, buds, absolute, it has fig accord, it has orange blossom, absolute, it has jasmine sambac, tonka bean, cedar wood, and also white musk in this fragrance. And I have grown to really love this. Now, I don't know how long it lasts, the longevity on it or anything like that. I haven't had it long enough for that, but I'll get some wear out of it because I adore it. Now, even though we're in the ending of summer, I'm gonna be wearing this one, but I kind of feel like I may be able to pull this off in the fall. I'm gonna try it and see, but anyway, it is so nice. Right, and that is figues&agrumes. Okay, so next I have Magnolia Rosé, and this is a very tart floral fragrance, and it reminds me of a tart rosé wine. And you know, you have the sweet rosé, you have the tart rosé. This one is very tart. Okay, now my initial impression of this fragrance was I did not like it. It smelled like plastic to me. I sprayed it on my skin, I sprayed it on a car, and I was just like, this is very weird. It smelled weird, and I was trying to place the scent, and I was just like, this smells kind of like plastic or like rubber. Like, it just did not smell good to me. And so I just like put it to the side, and I was like, I don't like it. I was thinking about sending it back. But anyway, as I progressed throughout the day and I kept smelling my arm, I was like, it's kind of weird, but I kind of like it. But anyway, it grew on me, right? But I'm not gonna say that it is one that I need to have in my collection or one that I love, but it's nice. That's all I can really say about it. Now, for the notes in here, it has black currant accord, it has freesia, it has saffron, it has magnolia, it has Turkish rose, it has geranium bourbon, it has suede accord, ambrette absolute, and it also has musk. I think this is a very different fragrance. The dry down on this one is powdery, and you also can get like a musky rose, okay, because of that tartness in here. And a little goes a long way on this one because I wasn't sure about how I felt about it. I actually like sprayed this one and wore it. A little goes a long way on this one. And I think it's blended very nicely, but I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to this one and I'm gonna play around with it and wear it around because the scent is very different, and I want to see if I like it, if I just don't like it at all, if it grows on me, or will I start loving it or what. But anyway, this is Magnolia Rosé. Okay, so next I have one that has been on my wish list for a long time, and it is Oud Bouquet. And I watched Abby from the Cherries TV talk about this for so long, and I was like, I have to have it. So I finally broke down and got it. Now they didn't have a small bottle, but it's okay. I'm okay with the large bottle because it is absolutely beautiful. But anyway, this one is an Oriental, and it is a beautiful rose and oud praline combination. It's rich, it's intoxicating, gourmand to me, and it is just divine. It has notes of oud wood, it has gaiac wood, it has rose absolute, it has some other woody notes, it has vanilla, and it has praline accord. The dry down in here is what really gets me, and it's just smooth. It's a smooth oud with praline and also that vanilla, which is blended so perfectly as to what I really love about this one. This one lasts for 12 hours, and the sillage on this one is great, and I love it. I actually have the dupe for this one from Be Layered, or from Layered, Dark Temptation, I believe is what it's called, and I can say it does smell similar, like you can get why it's a dupe, but other than that, it is nothing compared to this one whatsoever. So yeah, Finally got my hands on Oud Bouquet, and I love this one, and I am so happy that we're coming up on the fall because I'm gonna put some use to this baby. I love it. Okay, and next I have Idol, I believe is how it's pronounced, but this is said to be a fragrance that is made by a woman for a woman, and I really believe that because this is a very sweet, romantic, fresh floral. It starts off very nice and crisp, and it dries down to a beautiful rose. And it is so pretty. This one, I had heard lots about it, and I think majority of people on YouTube have this fragrance. And at first I was just like, whatever, I don't want it. But I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get it. So I did purchase it, but it has notes of bergamot, juicy pear, pink peppercorn, rose jasmine, it has white musk, it has vanilla patchouli, and also cedar wood in here. And this is a very rosy, clean, woody, refreshing fragrance. The longevity on here, because I wore this a couple of times because I was very curious about it, because the initial spray of it, it's just so nice and clean and floral and crisp. I don't know, that rose in here is just a crisp, fresh rose. So I was very curious about it. So I think I got a good 4 to 5 hours out of it until it became kind of like not really a skin scent, because it was still projecting, but it wasn't how it was in the beginning. Okay, but I would say the sillage on this one is moderate, but this one is a really nice fragrance. Yeah, so right, so that is Idol. Lastly, I have Midnight Rose. This is Trésor Midnight Rose. Now, this one here, let me show you why I got this, because I didn't read the notes on this one. I bought this one because the name said Midnight and it said Rose, and the bottle is beautiful. So I was like, let me throw it in the bag. All right, so this one has notes of black currant, has raspberry, rose absolute, jasmine, vanilla, cedar, and musk. Now, I did not read the notes on this one before I picked it up. And if you know me, you know I'm not a huge fan of raspberry, red berries on my skin. And this one is berries, but it's like dark berries, and it's powdery. So it's like a dark berries that are powdery. And so I guess that's why I kind of can deal with this one, and the longevity on this one lasts 8+ hours. Okay, so this actually reminds me of something else that I have in my collection, and when I wore it, because my initial spray, my initial thoughts on this one, I was just like, berries, I don't like it. But then I was like, well, let me just wear it, you know, since I have it. And after wearing it for a couple hours, I was like, this reminds me of something I have in my collection. I could not put my finger on it, but as I wore the word, I was like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of something. I'm gonna tell you about that in a later video. But anyway, I am going to keep this one in my collection, even though it is very, it's like a tart berries, dark berries. It's like blackberries and raspberries and black currant and powdery notes and vanilla, and this kind of tart. Yeah. Will I pull for this one? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it in my collection because I adore the bottle. I adore the colors. I do adore it. But I don't know. I'm just gonna hang on to it and, you know, play around with it and see what I get out of this one. But anyway, this is Trésor Midnight Rose. Alright, so hopefully you stay to the end, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would definitely appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed this video of all my blind buys from Lancome. And yeah, so I will see you on next time. Bye.